won't ever come back to YouTube, and I'll tell you. We're not in a sitcom. Main title. Happy Monday. It's day 3 of our vacation here in New York City. And I think we're a broken record, Greg, because we are again going to a restaurant we have been to before. If it's just that good, we'll go to it again. So get ready for some blue ribbon fried chicken. And then whatever else we decide to do. Because, you know, we don't like to stick to a huge itinerary. That's the way a vacation should be. Yeah. See you in a bit. Do it. Dig in. Of course, he went to a fry first. So, Greg, how was the chicken the second time?
Right.
What's so special about this chicken?
I don't know. I guess it's the seasoning.
Describe the seasoning.
It's very good. It's not spicy. It's very flavorful, but it's not spicy.
It's got a kick to it.
Yeah.
And the fries were good too, right? Yeah. So what are we going to do now?
We're going to check out a comic book store I liked last night.
Right. Are you going to buy any for Josh?
Probably not.
Believe it or not, I have one of the most shocking pieces of information you're ever going to find. There are still payphones.
Well, I went to the comic book store. This one's very vintage from 1947. It's a little torn, but you know, it was pretty cheap for being that old. And a few others. So, I got a pretty good haul.
Life on the one train, Greg. Here we go again. Naturally, when I started rolling, they make an announcement on the ship. We're riding the Staten Island Ferry, which is a free of charge accommodation for people to get from Manhattan to Staten Island, and vice versa, the other way. So let's show you some scenes as the horn roars. So let's show you some scenes from riding on the ferry between Manhattan and Staten Island, the Staten Island Ferry. This is Tom's Restaurant on 112th and Broadway in Harlem. The exterior of this restaurant should be familiar if you're a fan of the sitcom Seinfeld, but the interior looks nothing like the exterior. That was different on the show, of course, but it's a nice little diner. We had cheeseburgers, they were very yummy, and we did take a photo outside, but the footage we shot got lost. So all we have is this still photo and my voice. Well, it's Tuesday, and we're going to start with some Chinese food.
Which is really exactly the same way. Which is really exactly the same way. Exactly. Most that can be possible. No, we don't. I don't know. I talked
So that was very, very yummy. And now we're down in the financial district around the Wall Street area and stuff like that. Not sure what we're going to do now. Maybe explore a bit. Yeah. Comments before we recorded this about the stock exchange that we need to document.
I said, here's where everyone's 401k tanks.
And I mentioned, as the great Louis Rukeyser once said, after the crash of '87, it's only money. You see, there's a little girl here and a pool over there. Symbolism at its finest. Okay, so Graves going to explain the bull statue and the little girl statue that we're at.
Well, the bull was put up right after the crash of '87. They symbolize fighting back and economic prosperity and all of that. Financial firm around here a couple years later put up the little girl statue, the fearless girl it's called, to symbolize, women strong in the workforce and all of that. But the artist of the bull statue feels like it's insulting his statue because the girl is attacking the bull with prosperity. So they're going to move the little girl statue a few blocks away.
Yeah, I like the little girl statue more than the bull statue because it proves that you have to be fearless in this world.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I wanted to come and watch it again one more time while we were here. It just proves how much I love this movie. And for honesty's sake, I don't think Greg actually wanted to watch it a second time. No, but, you know, a marriage is a partnership, you know. I mean, there are things that Greg wants to do that I surely don't want to do, but I do them with him because he deserves to do things and vice versa. You know, you have to meet in the middle. So, tonight, we're going to finally show you guys the best pasta that we've ever had on this planet to this point. And I apologize if any of you in the audience watched our vlogs from last September. I apologize again for not showing it, and we're going to rectify that. But we're still debating what to do in the 3 hours we have before dinner. And obviously we're going to Times Square later, but we got to find something to do now. So, bye!
Probably the biggest used bookstore in New York, Strand. Go here and look around for a while.
Are you looking for anything in particular, Greg?
Not really.
Tell us what you found so far.
What have I found so far?
It's a book about Desilu, which we have been to what used to be Desilu. Yep, here's a picture. We're out of the bookstore. There's a third floor of rare books that was only open part of the day. It wasn't open, so I lost out on that. I'd seen it before, so.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. But they had a book up there that I wouldn't have bought it. It was so expensive. But it was a history of print signage in the New York City subway. And I thumbed through it. It was so interesting. It had a lot of Helvetica font in it, obviously. Alright, so here's the book I bought. Naturally, just coming from watching 2001: A Space Odyssey, I found this book, The Stanley Kubrick Archives. It's a new book, it's sealed. I'm going to read it on the flight back, and I'm going to watch more Kubrick movies because there's some that I haven't seen that I've always been meaning to watch, and I need to watch them. Of course, I've seen a lot of them, but there you are. All right, we're going to go head around now. Come with us, as always. So we are in this park. Josh just messaged us when I started the thing. That's staying in the edit. He just asked us if we were vlogging this trip. Yes, we are, obviously. Hey, you had to go and interrupt the tape. The stuff that happens unexpectedly in the life of a vlogger. When you're vlogging with your cell phone, I might add. So we're waiting for our pasta. Not here, obviously. I mean, you saw that there's a band back here playing. It sounds pretty good. It's nice music. You know, I'm sitting here in Union Square Park down in the we're in the Lower East Side right now. We're just Union Square is the name of this area, you know. So look it up on a map. So we're going to talk about what's coming up in the next vlog. Okay? So this will be a little sneak preview of what you'll see next time. We've been into RuPaul's Drag Race this season, season 10. And we never really had watched the show before. We always meant to. But we started watching it this season and we love it. We're hooked. You know? So, as you know, on Thursday night here in this country, the show airs. And all us gay people and everyone else who loves the show just clamors to it.
We're going to do a huge watch party that they have every week at the Vinyl. This week's guest performer is Asia from last season and the last season of All Stars.
Season 9 and All Stars 3, in case you're curious.
A lot of weeks they have somebody there from the current season.
But that's where we're going to be on Thursday night. Well, that's not tomorrow night. I said tomorrow in error. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Get your day straight, Nick.
Watch party is Thursday.
The watch party is Thursday, the day after tomorrow. That's just to prove that I'm not a perfect being. You might be. No, that's a compliment. Why did you cringe at that? That was a compliment. Oh. Do you remember what happened the last time we stood here? There's a crazy guy at this table back here trying to get on camera behind me. And I don't think it's going to happen again. No, they're just continuing to have their... Well, lightning can't strike in the same place twice. Anyway, we're about to have the best pasta known to man, at least to us. Yeah. First, here's the bread. As I love to say, fried chicken. Okay, kids, time to rectify my vlogging fail. Here is the spaghetti. There we are. Oh, go ahead.
No problem changing it. She never did. Two glasses and a half. Two glasses? A reaction, Greg? Yeah.
I
I now wish to document the occasion. On our 5th time at Carmine's, we have conquered the pasta. We did it. We did it, Greg. We did it. We did it together. Oh, food coma. It's the best pasta you will ever have. 40. I'm sorry.
You get a lot of food for a good price.
$45 plus. That includes the drinks plus the tip.
In Times Square.
In Times Square. It's a better value than you'll get in other restaurants in this part of anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go get into some more trouble. Stormtroopers here. We're in danger. I must tell the others. Oh no, I've been shot. Anthony Daniels would not be proud, but there are stormtroopers in. Now it's just guys in costumes in Times Square. You can't see them. They're in the crowd there somewhere.
Today, these 4 bargain hunters matched their shopping skills as Lever Brothers, makers of new blue liquid whisk that gets all the family wash really clean, and Lux liquid detergent for fast, easy dishwashing presents The Price is Right, the exciting game of bidding, buying, and bargaining with your host, Bill Cullen.
Hello. Good morning, and good morning to you. Thank you all. Hello. Welcome everybody to hey, we got a live group today. Welcome everybody to The Price is Right.
Okay, so the theater you see behind me right here is another facet of the history of the long-running enterprise on American television known as The Price is Right. It was in this theater back here in December or November of 1956 on NBC. This theater is where the earliest days of The Price is Right originated. Back then, NBC used it as a lot, and all the networks used theaters in Manhattan as television studios because they're already existing. A lot of them weren't being used, so they decided to use them. But it was from this theater where it first originated. It eventually went to color in a primetime series and went to a couple other theaters in Manhattan. But this theater is where the long-running show, albeit not continuously, began. Oh, and one more thing. Sound like Peter Falk. This is where The Tonight Show also began. We're talking about the days with Steve Allen and Jack Carr. This theater right here has a lot of history in it. Well, we've had fun roaming about, as always. That's going to close it up for this vlog. Remember, please hit the like button if you liked the video. And please subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. Alright? And this is the most important thing. Hit the notification bell. Then you get notified when the new videos go up. YouTube is changing their algorithm again, so it's really important that you do that. Alright? Alright. We'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye.